Well, good morning everyone, this is George Beiruthi from FS Securities giving you the overnight report for Monday morning the 12th of November. First of all, who we are. We're a company, a stockbroking firm located on the Gold Coast in Queensland, Australia. A bit more about the company later in this presentation. But let me start with the disclaimer. Everything I say here is for general advice and general information only. And before you take any action, please consult with your professional advisor or talk to us directly. A copy of this disclaimer is available to you should you wish to receive it. Today we advise you that as a company we offer 7% interest per annum. That's the interest paid monthly, or you can go for 9% over 3 years. If you don't know what the inflation rate is in Australia, or you don't know how much money will you have at your retirement, it's time for you to think about your retirement and talk to us about investing now to have enough money when you retire. Okay, on the local news, we have some important news today. Australia credit and debit card lending and wage price index, lending finance and consumer confidence. And the United States, we have the wholesale sales figures that will tell us how the economy is going in America. Now, overnight with the data, we have seen this morning that Wall Street finished almost unchanged from the previous close. The Dow Jones Industrial Average finished at 17,615. It was up just 2 points. The S&P 500 index finished up less than 0.1% at 2,039. That is up just 1 point. In Europe, the Stoxx 50 index that comprises several European major markets was up by 0.3% to 3,104. In London, the FTSE 100 index was up by 0.2% at 6,627. In Japan, the Nikkei index was up by 2% at 17,124, and that is a 7-year high. In China, the Shanghai index was down 0.3% at 2,558. On the commodities, gold a short time ago was trading at 1,165 US per ounce, and that is up $14 from this time yesterday. Silver this morning was at $15.72, that's up 15 cents overnight. Oil at 77.6 US a barrel, up 40 cents. And copper, the world's economic barometer, was up 0.5% at 303 cents per pound. On the currencies, our dollar is now 86.9 US cents and 69.7 euro cents. And these, of course, are intrabank's rate. Now, on our market yesterday, heavy falls in the biggest miners pushed the market lower as the outlook for commodity prices continued to worsen. The benchmark ASX 200 index slipped 0.1%. The best performers amongst the leaders, we have Westfield and Telstra, were both up by more than 1%. The worst performers were Newcrest Mines, down 3%, followed by Santos, down 2%. The best sector was telecommunication, up 1%, and the worst sector was gold, down nearly 4%. Local stocks are poised to open slightly lower. The SPI futures contract was 5 points lower a short time ago, indicating a flat start. Now, every so often during the week, our analyst here at FS Securities places several stocks for picks and trades. This is only a summary of the positions. A more detailed information is placed on the website under our picks and trades menus. If you wish to discuss any of these stocks, you may wish to call us directly or visit the website. Okay, now in terms of the volume, every day we update the market volume to show you the trend over the last 3 weeks. We also like to show the ratio of advances to declines. It really shows the strength of the momentum and how the buyers and the sellers interact. I believe this is an important way of understanding the trend of the market. Again, this chart is available on our market report that we send to our subscribers every day and we place on the website. So you can see in the last 3 days the volume has been declining, and yesterday the declines were actually 38% of all the stocks that were traded went down, and 34% went up, and 27% were unchanged. But you can see that the volume was below average at below 1.7. Actually, it's very close to 1.7 billion transactions that have exchanged hands yesterday. Alright, we also like to show you the various companies that went up yesterday despite the market going down. A company called Neptune Marine Services was up by nearly 30%. Incitec Pivot was up by 5.5%. Aristocrat Leisure 3%, and the rest you can see on the screen. As a matter of interest, CSL, a company that we like to trade on a regular basis, was up 0.7%. In terms of companies with high volume, Telstra was actually up 1% yesterday with 28 million shares exchanging hands. This is still, by the way, relatively average volume, because at times we've seen Telstra trading about 50 million shares. Average between 20 and 32 million shares, that's average. So yesterday a good rise of 6 cents, 1%, with 28 shares exchanging hands. Fortescue Metals was smashed yesterday with 4% down and closed at $3.02. This is one of the lowest level ever for Fortescue Mines. Qantas was up 2.3%, and Paladin Energy, a uranium company that some of our clients have shares in it, and by the way suffered quite extensively when the power station in Japan was affected by the tsunami. So it was up by 6.8% yesterday. That's Paladin Energy. Alright, finally we give you a snapshot of within the top 200 companies, the various companies that went up. I've already mentioned Paladin and Incitec Pivot. Lynas was also up by 5%, but remember, Lynas has suffered quite a bit. Lynas at one stage was trading over $2, and yesterday was down below 10 cents. On the negative side, we have several companies in the iron ore sector. I mentioned Fortescue Metals. We also have BC Iron, Atlas Iron, Mount Gibson Iron. All iron ore producers were all down. Alright, well that's all from us here. Let me tell you who I am. My name is George Beiruthi. I'm the director here at FS Securities. As you can see, I have many years of trading and investment experience and several qualifications to support what I offer my clients. My ambition today is to help our clients and prospective clients to become effective investors and traders. Well, who we are, I mentioned we're a stockbroking firm. We're fully licensed. We trade shares, options, commodities, CFDs, and foreign exchange, and offer our clients that interest rate that I mentioned earlier in the presentation. Okay, how to reach us? Well, we have a landline 61 for Australia, 7 for for Queensland, and 5630-4141. That's our landline. You can call me on my mobile. That's 610411259526. I am available to receive your call 7 days a week. Or you can write to me at george@fssecurities.com.au, and my website is www.fssecurities.com, where you can actually surf the whole website. If you're not a member, why don't you subscribe on a 15-day free trial and see everything that we offer you on the website, from daily recommendations, daily scans, current trading positions and results. You'll also see our tutorials, education webinars, daily editorials, and many charts and a lot of information. So why don't you register now for the 15-day free trial. Alright, well have a nice day. We'll be back at 1:15 this afternoon to tell you what happened during the morning, and of course this will be recorded and placed on the website.